Hi, this is Kendra from Pencil and Pigment, and today I wanted to talk about digital art, environmental responsibility, and basically just explain what's sort of going on with some of the digital things that are really popular right now online. And I actually have with me my youngest daughter, and I'm going to explain why. So Einstein said if you can't explain it to a 6-year-old, you don't understand it yourself. I don't have a 6-year-old, I have a 10-year-old. So I'm gonna try and explain it to her. If she has any questions, I hope she asks me if something doesn't make sense. So do you know what a non-fungible token is?
No.
An NFT. Okay. Non-fungible means it cannot be replaced. So if I gave you an illustration that I created, that would be non-fungible because you can't replace it with anything that looks exactly the same. Whereas if I gave you a dollar bill, you could just replace it with another dollar bill. Okay? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So a non-fungible token is like a digital piece of art or a piece of music or a digital sticker or a digital article, or it's been narrowed down into fine art collecting, but it's like a digital piece of art. Now, if I send you a digital image, you could right click that and copy and paste that and save that, but you don't own it. You do own it and you don't own it. Let me explain. So you own it if you've saved it to your desktop, you own this digital image, but you don't own the rights to post it online for everyone to see. You can't make it your profile picture. You can't put it up on your webpage. You would have to give permission to the person who created the art or who took the photograph. So you may have a copy of it, you don't own the original. Like there's many posters, there's many Rapunzel posters, but there's only one Rapunzel painting. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So what's going on now is people are buying NFTs that are very specific pieces of digital art, and the argument is, well, you can just right click and own that. Yes, but you can't post it online because you don't actually own the copyrights to it. Now, this is where it gets strange because the artist who created the NFT could retain the copyright and reproduction rights. Basically, what you own is the original that you can put anywhere. You can make it your profile picture on your iPad. It could be the picture of you, and you don't have to credit the artist because you bought it. And people know you bought it because there's a digital record of you buying it, and it's called a blockchain. Do you know what a blockchain is?
No.
Okay. So a blockchain is just a way to store digital information. And all it does is it takes the data and stores it into blocks and then strings the blocks together. But it's all online. Like your iPad stores information of all your apps and everything you have that you've created. This is an online digital storing service that lets you like update stuff and record your new activity while maintaining all your history. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, selling an NFT uses a blockchain because they have now a digital record of the transaction. They have who bought it, who sold it, who owns it, where it's stored, because all digital information has to be stored. Did you know that?
No.
Like your iPad stores digital information. My computer's hard drive stores information. All digital information's stored. Where this becomes a problem, so you look at NFTs are created by the digital name for buying those is called Ethereums. That's just the fancy pants name. Like we have dollar bills, This is called Ethereum's. Okay. So, OpenSea would be a place where you can buy NFTs using Ethereum's. But you can't have digital money like Bitcoin without having a digital wallet. So you have to create a digital wallet. You have to take your money and turn it into digital money. And there's places you can do that. The problem is the environmental impact of Bitcoins and Ethereum. They emit a lot of carbon dioxide. Do you know what carbon dioxide is?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so we breathe in oxygen and we release carbon dioxide. Trees take the oxygen and release trees take the carbon dioxide that we breathe out and they release oxygen. So we have like a symbiotic relationship with plants. So carbon dioxide is a pollutant. Do you know what a pollutant is? Like pollution in the air. Like you see like a dirty car letting off smoke, fireplace smoke. Any fire from a forest fire. And did you know that our digital devices release carbon dioxide in small amounts? So they also are a pollutant. Did you know that? That all internet produces carbon dioxide?
No.
Because it has to consume so much electrical power, and electrical power produces carbon dioxide. So the problem is, that's a huge bird, that the Ethereum itself, this type of digital currency, produces a huge ton of carbon dioxide because of how much digital data has to be stored for these single blockchains of information to be retained. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So what they're thinking now, and I'll link the latest articles and some of these things, but they think that annually the Ethereum consumes the same amount of electrical energy as the country of Qatar and Hungary. And that it releases... No. Sorry, my dog is going to have a conversation real quick. Could you get her? Could you get her? Thank you. So, sorry, I'm getting distracted now. And that the amount of carbon dioxide that one NFT can generate is the equivalent to a month of electrical usage by the average person in the EU. Now, you could argue that, well, all internet usage produces carbon dioxide, so what's the big deal about NFTs? To me, the equivalent is giving somebody that's starving a blueberry versus giving somebody that's starving a 4-course meal. Just the sheer amount of electricity needed for this is massive. And they think it's raising the temperature by 2 degrees. I'll link all the articles. You're owning a digital receipt is basically what you're owning in the shortest of terms. Is it worth it for the environmental impact for this digital receipt? And you're wondering to yourself, who on earth would buy this? Well, it turns out it's the mega rich folks, the super wealthy. They're trading NFTs like Pokemon cards. They get the user rights, the bragging rights, and then it's an investment. They're sitting on some of these hoping they go up in value so they can keep buying them. So people are buying these at alarming rates, which is keeping this fad, I'm going to call it a fad, it's probably here to stay, but it's definitely keeping it alive and well, and I wish it wasn't. I wish we could come up with a more environmentally safe NFT, and I know they were trying to look into this. I wish we didn't have NFTs at all, but I understand that people are going to do what they're going to do, which is sometimes disappointing. If you want an original piece of art, just ask me and I'll give you an original piece of art, okay?
Okay.
All right. we're not gonna do NFTs because we need to worry about our carbon footprint. Do you know what that is? That's how much carbon dioxide one person produces in a year with all their activities, with how much electricity you use in your bedroom, and how much electricity you use on your iPad or when you're online watching a movie. That's your carbon footprint. How much meat you eat, how many packages you have that comes to you that have to be trucked in. So the trucks produce carbon dioxide. The warehouses, the manufacturers that produced all the stuff you buy, that's your carbon footprint. And so we want to keep our footprint as tiny as possible because we want to take care of the planet because we only have this one. And if everybody's producing huge carbon footprints, we're going to ruin our weather and not make it a good place for us to live and breathe in. Do you have any questions?
No.
No? Do you understand what an NFT is?
Yeah.
Do you want one?
No.
Okay. All right. I'm doing something right. Okay. I love you, sweetheart.
Thank you.
All right. Let's get back to work. All right. I hope everyone has a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you all tomorrow. Bye.